Kwani bado una create content?
Bado niko hapa na post man. I always creating content. Always.
And your content is so interesting.
Yes.
Yani, I love how you handle these brands.
Yes.
So unalipwa vizuri?
Inalipa vizuri. Sidanganye.
Sio
kama zile siku za Mzee Juang au ndio freedom fighters wetu. Nikianza entertainment nilikuwa nalipwa na my first.
How much was it?
Not money. Nalipwa na soda.
Weacha. Soda na mkate.
My soda na mchele. My first show was at the showground in Kisumu. Kitambo nikiwa form 3.
Yeah.
Kwa tunalipwa na soda na lunch basically.
Okay. Yes. But sasa saizi unalipwa kama mangapi? Kama net worth yako ni kama sasa kama how much saizi?
Saizi siwezi kudanganya Betty. Lazima pia turudishe shukrani kwa Mungu. I think I can comfortably live on what I make. Na Kaila asome na aende, yeah?
Ata aende majuu.
Aende majuu.
Kwa hivyo unalipwa poa. Utaki tuambia how much you're worth.
Kare.
Eric, it's so good to see you. You know, the last time we were on air in another place, you know.
Yes.
And
we used to match.
We used to match. Mpaka tunavaa uniform.
Yes.
Nakumbuka hizo siku. But now we are here. You know, I've been seeing a lot of the things that you've been doing online. Unafanya team sisi kwa sisi.
Team sisi kwa sisi.
So we'll talk about so many different things, but I want us to start from there. Actually, I was just on your profile on Instagram, the latest post, you know, just talking about how things are not okay.
Yes.
So how did you decide to come up with this thing?
So first of all, I have, this is how I decided to come up with it. I have been here for 16 years. Since Churchill picked me from Daystar.
Oh, yeah.
It's been 16 years, 2008 to 2024.
When you say you've been here for 16 years, like in Nairobi?
No, in the limelight,
okay,
making money
yes.
and making Kenyans laugh. And over the 16 years, I noticed that I've just been taking and I have a show, OMONDI and team, stadium tour. People are buying my, you know, people are getting me to do the adverts for them. So I noticed late last year that I've never even visited a children's home.
For the 16 years?
Yes.
No way.
I've never done anything. It's so shameful. Nimejoma. Yani ungeniuliza, wewe ufanya CSR, mnatanga CSR?
CSR.
Ama charity?
Hakuna.
Hata moja.
So you've never visited a children's home for 16 years?
Anything for anyone.
Okay.
So I said, right now I think you're number 2. I'm number 3. I'm the most followed.
I should be number 2.
Number 2.
But unajua uko na audience ya Tanzania.
Tanzania hapo ndo nimekushindia. So you're number 2. You're number 2. I'm the most followed Kenyan. Nikasema, it's been 16 years. I've made people laugh. I've made some money. What can I do to give back? Then I thought I can use my page to help Kenyans. And then at that particular time, kilikuwa kinaramba wa Kenya. In the time ile time ya finance bill 2024, mafuta ilikuwa huko kwa roof, unga iko huko kwa clouds,
kila kitu.
Na skari iko kwa jua na stima hata iko Kenya.
Ati stima haiko Kenya.
Liko kwa Mars. So nikaingiana nikasema I'll use my voice and my pages to be the voice of the voiceless and to speak for those who cannot speak. And then nikaanza.
At first ulifikiria maybe like Kenyans like really come out and contribute. Were you like nervous?
I was nervous.
You were nervous.
The first thing I did is I went to Parliament with a group of this a bit funny. I took like 25. No, there were 35 bouncers. Tukajipaka mafuta.
Nakumbuka.
You know, people thought
na vituko.
So people thought it was being symbolic.
Yes.
I didn't want to be arrested. So we went there and that was the first act. Because I wanted to use my voice and also use my platform.
Yes.
So kufika Parliament, nilikuwa na watu tumesema vijana musilali. Then the police were like, tokeni hapa. Like hatutoki mpaka msikishe unga. Betty, one tear gas. Ilikuwa pap. Betty, I don't know where those guys went to.
Walikutoka.
So I was like, pap, nikafanya hivi. Kufungua macho nikaona polisi. Nakaya, ni watu mguu zao kwa kona. Polisi walikuwa wawili.
Walikuwa chapo.
Wale chapo, polisi wawili. Onsa 35. So walikuwa expect tear gas kutoka sema, "Wewe msimshike." So you know when you hear that pop, so inakushtua, so you're like you know, so it was like 4 seconds. I'm like so kurudi na nikona hakuna wewe shua
Now police wakikushika, like, are they friendly? Because they're friendly.
Extremely friendly.
Wako like, wewe tunakupenda
sana. Comedy hapa sasa. You know, the policeman became my friend. I was arrested 7 times.
It's like you actually enjoy it.
You know, because I want to big up the central police station officers. Because even sometimes people were saying at ni kipindi umepanga na police, because they were smiling. Because they understood that jamaa. The first time like in the comedy, the second time like anapigania wa Kenya, the third time like Eriko wewe unatupatia kazi mingi. Ndio imewanga sasa tumetumwa tukushike tena. So that time my message got home. Ilifika, but the police were very kind. Hata nakumbuka siku moja, the last time they arrested me, they're like, sasa mpatie pingu. Wewe vaa hiyo kitu bwana. Vaa hiyo kitu.
Umechoka na wewe.
Umechoka na mimi.
So now from that time, now crossing over to now what you're doing now on social media, you felt guilty?
Yes. So then, I realized every time I went demonstrating, and as I told you, demonstrations are BAMBA, because the whole day. From 6 to 6. Nijua ilikuwa namtoa. Wanaenda huku embakasi nini. The whole day. Demonstration ilikuwa moja ilikuwa 2 minutes. Ama 2 seconds. Ilikuwa ni pap kaku dani. So I noticed I was not helping so much. Then I started Sisi kwa Sisi.
Okay.
And Sisi kwa Sisi is very, as the name suggests, it's Kenyans for Kenyans. It's us for us.
Yes.
So we pick one case. One Kenyan who is in dire need.
Yes.
And then we rally.
We
send 1 bob, 2 bob. And so far tumesaidia watu 68.
Wow, 60. How much have you raised? Do you know like how much?
Yes, I know. We, so far we've raised over 72 million.
What? 72 million?
In 7 months.
My goodness. What in the story, Gani, you know, you felt like this is it. I was watching, you know, a lot of the things you do. Agnes, the child who needed a wheelchair.
Yes.
That story was so devastating. You're able to help the mom and everything.
Yes.
Which story stood out for you?
The story that, the saddest or the one that stood out? I
mean, I think the one that you really felt like...
The one that I felt.
That you really
felt.
The
one that I felt was baby Paiden. Baby Paiden was a 7-month-old baby who was at Kenyatta National Hospital. By the time they called me, I rushed to Kenyatta Hospital, and the kid was crying non-stop for 4 hours that I was there. Apparently, the kid was crying even before I got there, the night before. And I asked, what's the problem here? They told me there's a particular type of painkiller that awana. So ile painkiller wamemwekea sasa body hata imekataa. And then I asked, kwa nini hujafanyia operation? Akasema hakuna dawa. And that's why I got really mad. Hatuna dawa aje. And it's basic. Nika kusema ati kuna Panadol. So nikachukua mtoi tunakimbia sasa Nairobi West. Because I called Mata, I called Mpisha, then I called Nairobi West. I was like, mlete sahi. I sent them videos. Kufika hapo, the doctor calls me and tells me, Kenya had sent money like almost 1.3 million. Mimi niko na pesa, niko na kiburi.
Niko kiburi.
Nikasema tukifika hapo ni theater. Nini? Na I'm ordering people around. Nikasema tuma ambulance 2. Moja ya family, moja ya mtoi. Alafu nikifika hapo mtoi anaingia kwa theater.
Straight.
They did what I said. Nikasema sawa Eric, tukifika ndani kwa theater, the Indian doctor calls me and tells me, bro, haiwezi.
Haiwezi nini sasa?
It's too late.
Oh, really?
That was the saddest I've ever encountered. You know, it was sad because she didn't call the mom. The mother was there and the father. So akaniita, I'm like, so ambia your parents. No, I can't tell them. We can't tell them. So akaniambia huyu atakesho afiki. So I'm like, kwani wewe ni Mungu. Do you know exactly everything he told me happened the way he told me? In the morning, it's the mother who called me crying. That me already knew. So it was very sad because we were left with over 1.3. Nikamwambia mama na bwanake enda tuendeni Tubari, alafu sasa mfungue biashara juu kuna na watoto wengine. Wanaishi paka Kangware. That was the most devastating. Most of these other cases zimekuwa very successful. Kuna mtoto anaitwa Shali, tulimpeleka akafanyiwa kidney transplant, mamake alimpea, saizi she's back playing volleyball. Most of these other stories ziko very successful. But that was the ukiniuliza out of all those cases.
That one is the one that's
hiyo ndio nilipata na hii ya juzi ya River. Unajua karibu tuende ibeti. Hii nilikuwa nikifanya hivi. Haya.
Mulikuwa seriously? Karibu tuende.
You know, we got to Athi River and mufikanga na a lot of zest and
na watu nini na
tuende kwa nini. So me I didn't notice. You see what happened is there were flash floods. So they came from Gong Hills because it didn't rain in that river. Zikuletua asubuhi. Zikafikia nyumba iko hapa imefika hapa. So everybody's on top of the
houses.
So this water looks ukifika na pick up unaona tu maji imesimama tu. But I'm forgetting that this water is going into the river down there. So when we started going saving people, saving people, we didn't ask to do a dynamic.
Yes. So you're actually going downstream.
So we're going downstream. So so you know I'm controlling. Then all of a sudden, but siambia mtu history. Haki Mungu yuko. All of a sudden, you know me, I'm from the lakeside. So kidogo I've done this kidogo. So when you do this, unaipeleka hivi. When you do this, unaenda hii side. So when you do this, unaenda hivi. So all of a sudden, but both unaenda hivi. So utakwenda pale.
Oh, so it's...
Yeah, so I'm like...
It's going with the current.
I'm like, bro, maze. Bro, bro. Then I saw the pale inaingia.
What?
Like 50 meters inaenda pole. But I've never panicked.
And you have how many people?
We have some mother there. We have one child. And have some guys, vijanas. And remember, I can tell, and I want to ask to tell them, you can tell how watu wajui kuswim. Nataka kuuliza tu mnajua kuswim. So the boat goes, so inakataa. It goes, alafu kulikuwa na kabao hivi, ikaenda ikachu. Now that's when I told them, guys, mtukombela shika hiyo mbao. Kaishika. Sema usiachilie. So I think there's also notice. So tukashika hiyo mbao. So one guy went down because kwa hiyo mbao it's like a fence. I don't know what it was. So ako nje ameshika, si tunavuruta anashika, a guy could swim. Then we went out of the current. It would have been a totally different story. That is crazy. My goodness. But we rescued 34 people. Yeah. And the boat, the ark iko hapa. Sasa let me tell guys. So Leo, I wanted to bring the ark to 47. This is the biggest show. Of course. In Kenya. Of course. So I asked myself, hiyo ark lazima ifike hapa. I sent a trailer iko DStv. Iko pale DStv. So it was to come out here. Yes. I wanted to show up. Kweli. Yeah. But sasa ilikuwa it's too big, it's too heavy. Wanaibu kuweka kwa trailer, kubeba kuweka hapa. But it's almost done. Okay. When it's done, you'll be the first person
to come and do a feature. I'll come and do a feature.
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you as we finish about Team Sisi kwa Sisi. How many more people will you help? And do you foresee a time that you'll get tired of doing this?
No.
And
so we're going to help every person possible because Kenyans are on their own. Kenyans are totally on their own. Clearly, you don't even need to, we tuko peke yetu. But us being on our own, as I captioned there, is a good thing because it makes us realize, wait, so tukikuja pamoja tunaweza changa na tupeleke beti America na asome ama nini so Sisi kwa Sisi has made Kenyans realize that despite our hardships and this us being on ourselves, we can actually come together and forge forward. So we are not stopping. In fact, we have not begun. We've just been warming up. We are going to structure Sisi kwa Sisi in such a way that it's going to help millions and millions of Kenyans. We are going to build schools.
Is there a political inclination to this, like a political ambition?
There's a lot of political inclination.
So you're doing this to, at some point, to get into politics?
Not really, not me.
To soften kidogo.
Hapana, not me.
Tusemenye Erika alitusaidia.
Hapana.
Kwa hivyo sasa tumdunge hiyo kura.
Hapana, tumchape hiyo kura. No, I'm saying there's a lot of political inclination to this because Kenya is a political nation.
Yes.
All the problems that we have are politically created. Imecreatiwa na serikali. So it's political. Ukiona mtoto ule Biden mwenye alikufa kwa that kid died in my hands, literally. It's political because someone somewhere did not take responsibility and to ensure that there's medicine for that kid. It must be a politician. I'm 100% sure.
It's a politician.
It's a politician somewhere. I don't know where. Right now, the bread in a taxi one, our very well-able, meaning our Daktari, His Excellency President, ajengewe State House. It's political. So people will still suffer. So it's political, And my intention is not even Eric Omondi. You tutaongea baadaye. My intention is to get as many young people as possible into the parliament. And everybody who voted for example, the finance bill, beti tutaimba mawimbo, tutafanya comedy, we'll sing their name so that they don't go back. So it's political in that nature, because if we do not sort the politics of this nation, it's just a vicious circle.
Okay.
So we need a new generation.
Yeah, we need absolutely.
Yes. So that way it's political.
It's political.
Yes,
but we are watching this space, Eric. Let's talk about Eric the dad. We've been seeing on your social media a lot of nice videos. The other day mkapatia mtoto ndimu. Mnatesa mtoto sana.
Ni mama yake. Ni Lynne.
So tell me, how is it, like, being a new father again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm totally. I had these things. You've been a parent. You are a parent.
Yeah.
So I had these things before. Me nilikuanga all over the place.
Yes.
But Kyla amechange too. I had people saying, "Oh, mtoto ana change life yako." I will look at things, but it's true, because me, I've always wanted a baby girl. Actually 3.
You want 3 baby girls?
Yes.
So you want to add others, ama kuna wengine hatujui?
Lazima niongeze wawili.
Kwa hivyo kuna wengine hatujui.
Baby girl ni moja. So I have to add more, 3 more.
3 more girls?
2 more girls.
2 more girls.
So there are 3.
Okay.
So when I got the first one, tukienda hiyo inaitwa gender sijui.
Gender reveal.
Sio reveal. Ile si tulijua. Ndio tukarevealia watu. Hiyo siku nilikuwa tu
watakana dem.
Anatakiwa kutoa hapa, anataka anaonyesha tu. So akasema, so mnaona? I'm like, sioni. Naona tu. Asema
acha naona tuone kaje.
Hivi tu. So naona nini? She's like, huwezi ona gender. I'm like, sioni. Lynne pia anasema, I think naona. Si useme ni nini? Anasema tu dem, nilifurahi sana.
Ulifurahi. So how is that journey? Now you're a family man. Ulikuanga all over the place, like you said. How does it feel? What has changed about you, being a husband? Mmefanya ile maneno ya hiyo
bado
traditional, umechukua tu msichana wenyewe hivyo.
Imagine
umechukua tu msichana wenyewe hivyo.
Napatikana very soon. Mimi nalalanga nikisema, very soon utasikia Eric,
Lakini uko na plan ya harusi, tukuje tukule pilao, nini?
Kukula mtakula.
Tutakula.
But now things have changed. My programs have changed. I have to be home. Hata siambi wangu. Juu lazima nikimbie tu nione huyo dem yani.
Actually, I wanted Lynne to come, lakini akakata. Actually, Eric refused for ulikata by the way. Acha kumprotect.
Na protect.
Utaka kujiku kwa social media.
Hii life ni noma beti. Sasa unataka leta Lynne hapa. Wewe tumambiwa beti, kuna story mbona kitrend hapo.
Story yangu.
Unaona?
Gani hiyo?
Beti.
Mimi sijui Google myself. Eric,
ninatumwa. Wacha nisome comments. Mwambia ask Betty. Ask Betty. Ulibaiwa TV? So tunauliza hiyo TV alibaiwa ni 77 inch, ni juu ako kwa TV ajione. Akasema tulisoma na huyo boy, Machakos Boys.
Hapana.
Yeah.
Zile uongo ziko kwa internet. Mimi nasomanga na shanga, kwani ni mimi kweli wanaongelelea?
Kuna mtu anasema hapa.
Mtu alisema ni 21 years.
Alisema naye nini? Machakos Boys.
Hapana.
2 years ago.
Kuna kitu.
Alimaliza 2 years ago.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo.
Kuna picha. Paka viatu. DCI.
DCI pale, lakini actually a lot of information nilipata wrong pale. Hiyo 21 hiyo ni uongo, unajua. Si 20. Afara hiyo ilikuwa tu uongo. Lakini hata wazee wamechoka.
Me I'm 42.
But na nyinyi hata nyinyi wazee mmechoka sana, mko na family issues, hypertension.
I support the guy. Nampea namba yake. I support the guy. Go to 21 forever.
Sio story ya 21. Hiyo kitu ilikuwa uongo. Niliona nikashtuka, lakini anyway, bora mapenzi, si kweli? Asante.
Mimi niko 42, my girlfriend is 22.
22, so 10 years difference.
20 years.
20 year difference, Eric.
So anakuambia nini?
Wananiambia nini?
What are they telling you?
20 year difference. Oh my goodness. Lakini hiyo story hiyo ilikuwa tu. So just watu wa social media.
Wewe ni uongo? Machakos Boys.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo.
No, please ask Betty, huyo boy tulisoma naye Machakos Boys 2 years ago.
America chini. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Oh my goodness. Guys, this was your interview. Hiyo story iko kweli. Acha hiyo story ya Machakos Boys. Mtu atajaishi huko Kenya.
Eric Omondi. And so my guest today is
I can't even believe you
also
put me on the spot.
Of the
Nyinyi
show.
wazee mmechoka, wacha mtulie kwanza, sawa?
Tuambie.
42-year-old na 22. Asante sana Eric. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Umetutoka. Sawa, tunakupenda.
Kitu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear.
For coming. Say hi to Lynne. Lynne, how are you? I know you're watching. Baby Kyla. Manze Eric wewe. Tapatana. Acha show ish. Thank you so much, Eric Omondi, ladies and gentlemen.
Asante.
We are back in a few minutes. Surely.